day 29 in a freezing cold New York City, and I woke up in the morning, jumped on the subway and made my way to Times Square to catch up with the Naked Cowboy. I hadn't seen him since 2002, the first trip. It was one of the first interviews I actually shot on that trip in the web show and the history of it, so it was pretty cool to catch up with him again. And he's an amazing guy, completely dedicated to chasing the dream, which is inspiring. You can read all about it at thenakedcowboy.com. Check it out. But here's a little reminder of our first chat from 2002.
Well, I've been the Naked Cowboy 4.5 years as far as actually being my underwear, boots, and hat, which is, by the way, a registered trademark. I did 2.5 years of traveling around the country. I was arrested 49 times, which got me on like Inside Edition, Hard Copy, Entertainment Tonight, all the big shows, the big news cover shows. 2.5 years ago, I came here to Times Square. I was $40,000 in debt at that point from being arrested and everything else on credit cards, and basically traveling and staying in hotels, waiting for the big call for my Calvin Klein, Joe Boxer, Stetson hats, Dingo, someone like that, thinking that was just going to happen. Someone tried to put a $5 bill in my boot 2.5 years ago today. Now I make $1,000 a day. I have no debt. My mother has no debt. My girlfriend has no debt. And basically anybody who knows me, it's a friend of mine, has no debt.
You must be the perfect example of the American dream then.
I am the American dream in motion. I am the American icon. There's going to be a gold bronze statue right there of the Naked Cowboy in 50 years.
I don't doubt it.
And everybody who comes to New York City, I mean, you got to figure, I'm here 8 to 10 hours every single day. 2 Saturdays ago, I made $1,275 in one day. That was the best day I've ever had here. But every day is like 800 to 1,000 people. That's 800 to 1,000 photos, $100 to $1,000, which is really the small part of it. You got 800 to 1,000 people from every corner of the world with a picture of me hugging them on Times Square. And that doesn't even include the 9 out of 10 people that are the real people in the world, that are a bunch of pussies that stand on the other side of the street and take a picture because they're scared to come over here. So the amount of photos, the news, the media, you know, my life has already been set in stone.
Yeah, so to flash to 2008, and here's some of the reaction that you hear from people on the street.
It's the Naked Cowboy! Right there! Oh my God! Nice news!
Yes, I guess he has got some good news for the man in the underwear, but as you can see, people from everywhere, from all around the world that come to New York. And it is like Disneyland for adults. It's just the best place in the world. They all come and take photos of him from the side of the streets, and they get sort of mementos that they can have on their, like, you know, mantelpieces or in their photo scrapbooks or whatever. But as he was talking about in 2002, it's just incredible the impact that he does have. And he's so focused and committed in doing it, and it's just amazing, and I think absolutely inspiring. He's just going for it. So it was absolutely cool to be there in February 2008 and to catch up with him and film an update of what's going on in the life of the Naked Cowboy.
I haven't seen you in like 5 years. What's been happening since then?
A whole lot of singing and playing guitar in my underwear.
Mate, it is absolutely freezing. How do you do this?
35.
35?
Yeah, 35.
Are you feeling it or what? Are you just used to it?
Sweating my ass off.
Yeah. Mate, I've been checking out your website. Absolutely inspiring what you do and how you do it. How do you keep focused and keep inspiring yourself to do it?
I stay in action and I do it every day. You know?
Well, let's go through like some of the things on your site, because I mean the dedication you have to your fitness and your dream to be out here, it's pretty awesome, man. Tell us about how that came about.
The old saying, as you think, so shall you be. I have that Naked Cowboy dialogue on the website. NakedCowboy.com has a Naked Cowboy dialogue. It's broken down into physical, financial, social, emotional goals. If you read them, it basically says, you know, I'm the best built, most inspiring man on the earth. So naturally, when I'm in the gym every day, that's resonating in my head, and it forces me to act in a way that is congruent with those words. And with that imagery? I said a word. Imagery?
Imaginary?
Not imagery. You know what I mean? Imagery.
Right, okay, yeah.
Okay, whatever. And again, financially, to be the most celebrated philanthropist of all time, to give away more money than anyone else has ever made in the history of the world. Well, naturally, that keeps my financial motors running at all times. I'm constantly talking to my financial investors at Merrill Lynch. I'm constantly looking at real estate options. I'm constantly looking at anything and everything to build wealth. I'm buying assets all times. To be the most celebrated entertainer of all time, again, as I'm thinking every single day, so I basically wrote out a script as to how and what I would accomplish in my life and on a daily basis. And by reading that and getting myself pumped up every single day, watch your road! By doing that every single day, you know, my actions become congruent with that. The average person wakes up and just does whatever they're doing. They're not writing down what they're going to do. They're not setting goals for themselves. So naturally, they're just where they are, and there's no elevation or no progress. There's always progress because everything gets better every single day in every way, shape, and form. However, your speed and the direction you're moving is up to you.
Good for you, man. You are just one inspiring dude. So I think I asked you last time about like cool moments here. Has there been any other like amazing moments for you since I saw you last? Like any top ones?
Well, you know, right now we're in an M&M lawsuit.
Heard about that?
That was funny because that little girl that just came up had an M&M bag, which almost everybody carries, and it had the blue M&M in it, and that's the blue. It's just funny. Steve, will you give him $1? Will you give him that $1 so we can get him the hell out of here?
Okay. All right, man.
Same people come every day, want the same amount of money, so just give him $1, get the hell out of here.
I'm blown away. Like when I met you randomly here like 5 years ago, we were talking about some crazy stuff and people that sort of come over and get photos with you. I mean, they're going to make a movie about you one day. They already started talking about that?
I've already filmed about 35 documentaries that are all basically movie-based. Just finished another movie with Eddie Murphy called Starship Dave coming out this spring. You know, I'm in the Olsen twin movie, several other movies. And, no question about it. I've got like 3 or 4 different biographers that are writing books about the naked cowboy, just like if you go and buy books on Emerson, there's books and books about Emerson, there's books and books about Nietzsche, same things. Living legend, and I'm not dying ever.
Nah, man, you're...
Living immortality. Fuck that old paradigm that says we live and then we die and go to some immortal place. You're here, you're not here. Immortality is an ever-present reality that you can live and shape here. Now, that's what I'm all about.
When are you coming to Australia?
May 12th through the 19th, I'm going over there for an $80,000 gig with Meyer, the big, huge clothing company.
Good for you, buddy. Well, great to catch you really quickly here, and mate, you're an inspiration, as I said, so keep rocking.
Thank you. You too.
And you're working your way from the ground on down, your way from the ground on down, on.